What's going on? How you doing, Annie? Yeah, it's been good. I just got out of Crystal's Free Britney space. We were in there for a couple hours. Yeah, no, 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 no. It's Britney Spears. She's under a conservatorship and just bringing light to it. So we were talking about it. She's not free yet, but it's bringing awareness, right? Yeah, absolutely. It goes. A lot of older people are in the same position. It's kind of rare that it's somebody that is actually of cognitive thought, in her case. But yeah, it's interesting. I guess we can get this started. Hello, hello, hola. Um, I'm just checking out my exchanges right now. Some things are in the red, some things are in the green. Getting back up into the 33K mark. Yeah, I mean, if you're a filmmaker, it's very important that be brought to light. It's a very important situation. I think it's a lot bigger than people understand. Could you imagine having all of your rights stripped away from you to the point where you can't even go hang out with your friends? You can't go and drive your own vehicle, but yet you're like a multi-millionaire. You're just stuck doing what they want you to do. And if you try to do anything on your own free will, you're in this conservatorship where literally, like, she can have everything taken from her, just by acting out against, her own free will. Just really screwed up. It's really, really screwed up. But this will be brought to light. People will understand and realize, yeah, you're essentially a slave. Well, she's a product, is what she is. She's a product to these a-holes, right? Her father sees her as a product. He's making money off her. The record labels see her as a product. They're making money off her. The people that come into her lives that don't care about her see her as a product, right? That they can make money off of. I understand in the beginning why this conservatorship like came about, because she was surrounding herself with people that were not in her best interest. But show that to her, not bring this a-hole in to just take all her stuff, right? Because he's already paying out himself with her own money and stuff. It's crazy. It's all crazy. But yeah, so we were in there talking about a lot of that stuff and just bringing light to the situation. So that's what's going on. So yeah, it's looking like the market's just kind of doing its thing today. It's up a tiny bit. It's up 1.07%. Overall, we're sitting at the $1.35 trillion mark. What's cool? Tell me. Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely doing that. And that's not by accident at all. Sorry, I'm just checking a couple things out. Yeah, well, it wasn't just so we could all meet up and create. Like, it was, what's going on, Plaza? I saw it as like, it was people that were too busy in their lives to do normal things with their lives. Um, they were able to, they were able to come back into connection with each other, right? It's all about connection. The connected reality that a lot of people really just kind of don't understand. The collective consciousness of everything. Everybody got to kind of like slow down for a little bit and realize what truly matters. Yeah, that's kind of the way I saw it. Yes, there was bad things involved with it, but there was also good. A lot of people came together and realized where they needed to, be more connected with their family members and friends and stuff. Yeah, I drank that water so fast. Yeah, absolutely. Well, it also showed us who's important, right? Like, personally, I don't care about sports. The only sports I really truly watch, and I don't know every fighter's name, but I watch UFC stuff, right? And I'll watch some boxing stuff, and I'll watch just some MMA in general. I don't know all their names. I don't care enough about it to know all their names. But like all these people that idolize like sports, figures and movie stars and celebrities and music artists and all that crap, like people started realizing, wait, doctors, nurses, fire department, law enforcement that were trying to keep order while this was going on, like those are the real rock stars, right? Those are the ones that anytime there's trouble, what are they doing? They're running directly at it, right? To take it on, to help it, to at least work with it and try to help people, right? Now we know that they're the ones that actually truly matter. And that's what I found. And that's what I was always promoting. Like, no matter what you believe about the situation, it doesn't matter because I have friends that are, doctors, nurses, and they were constant. What's going on, Manny? They were working every hour you could imagine. Like some of them were so overworked it was insane, and then other ones weren't working at all. Like I'm gonna be bluntly honest with you. I live right next to a hospital, okay? And the entire time that thing was going on, I saw next to nobody there. This hospital was empty. So Take it for what it is. There was nothing going on here. And on Wednesdays they were having barbecues in the parking lot. Every Wednesday during the pandemic. Massive barbecues. Like they would have a whole bunch of vendors set up, and then like the nurses and the doctors would go down there and like eat food. I was like, okay, because I was running every morning, right? So I saw all of this. There was hardly anybody ever going in the hospital. It was super weird. But whatever. It is what it is. How you doing, Manny? How's it going today? What's up with you, man? Yeah, I think certain areas it was really, really bad. And then other areas it wasn't bad at all. You know? Like I know in LA, like more in LA, oh, it was really bad. Really, really bad. I'm like considered more OC side. Wasn't so bad over here. I had a couple friends that were, like hospitalized on incubation and like almost died. Ethereum is doing some interesting movements right now. I think DogeCoin is still hardcore being shorted, like really, really, really to an extreme. Yeah, it's been interesting. It's been very interesting. All right, so obviously the name of the stream has been titled that crypto is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Yeah, I get it. I'm sorry to hear that. I had family members that did too. But I'm sorry to hear that. It's never a good thing. But yeah, as I was saying, that the stream title is Crypto is Not a Sprint, it is a Marathon. That was obviously from the image that we saw yesterday on Reddit. I thought it was very important and that needed to be said. Yeah, like a lot of people that are in crypto right now don't understand that this is long-term investing. Long-term investing. That does not mean 2 months. Yeah, you're very welcome. It doesn't mean 7 years, like it could, but chances are it's not going to be that long, right? But it's like the in between. Some of these things are going to take a couple of years before they really go nuts. Some of them will take years, 5, 6 years, who knows? Do I expect SafeMoon to do anything within the next 2 years? Hell no. Like, will that, if it sticks around and if it actually has like some real utility to it, will it do something in like 5, 6, 7 years? Possibly. you know. But now something like Cardano, like like what Chainlink's doing, Litecoin, XLM, I would say Polkadot, AMP. Now, could these really do something in the next year or so? Oh yeah. Even BTT. I feel like eventually BTT is gonna kind of spark up and do some really good stuff. So it's just a matter of time, you know. It's just crazy that so many people just don't understand. I guarantee you, if we just grabbed an average group of people on Twitter that are into Doge, I would guess to say at least at a minimum 30% of them don't know anything fully about crypto. You know, they don't understand that it's long-term investing. They don't even understand that if they sell a certain amount or if they transfer into a different coin or token, that it's a taxable event. Like, they don't understand this, and this really truly does need to be like put out there because it can hurt people, you know, and or getting into these, the rug pull situations. I warned everybody about that stupid ass Tiger King token. I warned everybody that dumbass was pushing. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Look at that thing. it like basically tanked out. You know, like some people are obviously keeping their money in there because they're like, hopefully it'll go back up one day. That shit's not gonna go back up any day. It's not going. You lost your money if you put in right here. Guess what? You lost your money. You know. Yes, exactly what Manny's been saying. No, because Plaza, if you really think about it, Crow only has one real universal utility, right? And that's for the platform itself. The bigger the platform gets, the better Crow gets. That's really the only utility it has, is that they use it as a medium of exchange on there, right? You earn Crow tokens or coins, like when you get cash back on the card and stuff like that. That's the only utility it truly has. It doesn't really do anything else. So the bigger that the exchange gets, the more value the Crow coin gets. You know? Am I invested in it? I have a lot of them. Yeah, absolutely. And I get some back when I use my card. So I'm not upset at that. I just think the fact that that one fool is even pushing this stupid ass token, like, blows my mind. It absolutely blows my mind. I don't know how somebody could take that guy serious after he pushed that token and they lost all their money. It's ridiculous. Anyways, I'm curious to see what VeChain does in the next 6 months. I feel like VeChain is going to really start to do some cool stuff too, along with Harmony. I think Harmony's going to do some awesome stuff in the future too. Even Engine, I invested in Engine early before it was even $1. That was not a bad idea. Harmony's at 8 cents right now. But yeah, it's just one of them things. Is there anything specific that you guys want to talk about, or can we just beat the dead horse of crypto is not a it's not a sprint? Because I have no problem beating that horse. Not in real life, obviously. You did, Rock? Oh, Robbie's getting more. So yeah, we'll pull it up and you can look at it with me. So Steven, the CEO of Harmony One, and his team, he's a PhD, University of Pennsylvania. The dude worked for what was it, Google. He helped create parts of the Google Maps. He's worked at Apple, Microsoft, and Amazon. This dude is not stupid. Okay, he is very, very, very smart. But it's basically it's the blockchain platform. It's designed to facilitate the creation and use of decentralized applications, the dApps. The network aims to innovate the way decentralized applications work by focusing on random state sharding. So basically like a layering type situation, which allows creating blocks in seconds. So when you're creating the blocks on the ledger, it allows to do it very, very, very fast. It's just like processing the data extremely, extremely fast. According to the project's website, Harmony is expected to introduce cross-shard contracts and in cross-chain infrastructure by the end of 2021. So by the end of this year. And that's what we've been kind of waiting for, to see like if this all does come out, Yeah, no. One's a great investment. Harmony is going to be legit in the future, I feel. It's just one of those things where it's, it still does have a pretty, it's got a high maximum, supply. Circulating supply is pretty big. So could this thing go to like thousands of dollars? No, I don't think so. But if it even goes to like $5 or $6, I mean, you know, it's had a rough year this year. It had a couple ups during the massive, bull market of Bitcoin. I got in around, it was like the 15th of January, right here. So I got in right here. So you can see the ride that I rode, right? I mean, that was intense. It's the 8th, there's the 11th, there's the 15th right there. So I got in right at that point right there. And I rode it all the way up, and I was like, oh my God. And then when the market did start coming down, I sold about 80% of it because I just realized that it was going to be doing some crazy stuff. We had a couple times where it spiked back up, but then it just, it continued to go down. So I'm not upset that I sold about 80% of mine, but I can always buy back in. It's not a big deal. But I still have a decent amount. Like, I had a lot. So it's not that it's dead right now. It's just that there's a lot of negative information coming out, and there's a lot of there is FUD, but there's a lot of negative information coming out. Like, a lot of people are saying that the negative information is FUD. That's not true. Some of it is actually. I sold some of my my Harmony one to cover, for the future. It wasn't a crazy amount, but it was a decent amount. And I moved it around, put it into other things. I've done some crazy moves. I've done some interesting stuff this year in crypto, because we just had this massive spike this year. I did trade a decent amount of DogeCoin for ETH. I wanted to have a lot of ETH because I believe ETH is going to do some pretty interesting things once 2.0 comes out. So if need be and it doesn't do the greatest, I can always transfer it back. But even then, I don't even think it's worth it at this point, because I still have a lot of Doge. So I've made some moves. It's what you got to do. Figure your stuff out. Yeah, and that's the goal. Like, that's what the stream was about yesterday, is mass adoption. That's what we want. We want everybody using it. Not only that, but we want the unbanked in other countries to have the option of using it, right? Like, think about how many countries people, I don't know if it's like a billion people, but it's definitely in the millions, right? Hundreds of millions of people that don't even have bank accounts, right? They don't have the ability to hold any kind of currency. So crypto will change all of that. If Elon gets the Starlink system up where we can get, telephone all over the world, and then somebody out there that's really smart starts giving out cell phones, well, guess what? The unbanked are now banked, right? In crypto. They now have a means to pay for goods and or services and get paid for goods and or services, right? Like, that's huge. So yeah, it's one of those things. We're all working on it. We're trying, right? It's just talking about other people. Space ducks? No, I have not. Is it like an article? Is it a group of people? What is it? I mean, when the world gets into the mass adoption of crypto, it's gonna bring financial freedom back to everybody. Yeah, trust me, Manny. They know that we think about that. Yeah, well, you have me on Twitter. Just send it in a DM, and I'll take a look at it. Let's see what Engine Coin's doing. It's not doing terrible. It's in the positive today. Huh. Nice. That's good. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of hate out there for him, right? There's a lot of people that are following incorrect information about him. It's kind of funny. Um, a lot of people don't even know that he is an actual, like, he's an engineer, right? Like, he's not some stupid dude that just hires a bunch of really smart people around him. Like, he is very, very intelligent. Um, but he also hires the right people to be around him, right? The most brilliant minds that he can get to work on his projects, he'll hire them. Because he's only one man. He can only do so much, right? And the dude's got, what, six businesses at this point? He's doing everything. He's got that massive underground boring business. He's got SpaceX. He's got Tesla. And he's got other businesses he's involved with. I mean, a lot of you guys know, but before he was, he was what, I think he was 19, 20 when he helped create PayPal and then sold it. That's how he made like a crap ton of money. I mean, think about that. He is, but I truly believe he's on the side of the people. I believe that he's here to assist humanity, right? Some people may not fully believe that, but it is they're entitled to their opinions, right? That's the one thing I'll never say that is wrong. Like, everybody can have their opinion. Whether it's correct information or not, that's based on who's saying it. That's based on people's own truth, right? Like, everybody's got their own truth. Everybody's got their reality that exists around them, and how can you say that their reality is not their own, So let them do what they're gonna do. Now, the thing that does piss me off is when people put out information that is incorrect. Absolutely incorrect. It's just talking points from, like, haters, right? It's just the same thing in the Doge. Like, I was in a space the other day, and this dude came in, and he clearly was just trying to be a manipulator, right? Like, he was saying that the devs weren't even active in Doge anymore. They're not even doing anything. The project's dead. Why were you even in it? And this was a quote-unquote Bitcoin maxi. And I was just like, are you kidding me right now? Like, do you know how stupid you sound to people that are actually educated in this and know that the devs are actually very active and still continuing to update the code? I was like, what the crap? Like, get out of here. Like, dude. Because I'm always trying to promote, like, we all need to work together, right? I don't have anything against people that hold Bitcoin at all. Like, do your thing. I think we should all work together. If all the projects and everybody inside them and the communities and stuff, if we don't all work together, we're all going to get screwed separately, right? We all got to come together, and then everybody wins. Even some of these projects that have no damn utility, right? If they got a community behind it, guess what? That is utility. It's kind of crazy to think about, but it truly is, right? Community is a form of utility. Because if people are supporting it, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? The people made their choice up. They want to support it. That's what they're going to do. And I don't think there's anything bad about that. The only thing I do think is an issue is everybody out there trying to make their own coin and token when most people don't even know what the heck to put their money into. Like, they're constantly going back and forth against this battle. Do I promote my friend and, like, help them out with my money? Or do I go in the opposite direction where now there's really good projects out here that I want to do very well, but yet I'm too busy, like, giving money to my friend's project where, then the other one is suffering. Yeah. What's going on, Kelly? You know what I'm talking about. I'm just beating a dead horse. How you doing, Kelly? But yeah, I mean, I had that situation happen the other day. It was like 2 days ago, and I was just like, holy crap, like to say those things, you sound like the most misinformed person in general, like that I'd ever run into. That's like me going in and saying nobody uses Bitcoin at all, nobody holds Bitcoin in their wallet, why would you have that? That's so stupid. Like that's literally what that dude said, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, are you okay? Are you tripping balls? Like, what's your deal, man? He was legit. He was like, "Yeah, the devs. Like, does anybody even know who the devs are?" And I was like, "Yeah, actually, we do. we do actually know who the devs are, and they're actually quite active in the community. So yeah, it's like, come on, man, come on." I was watching some videos earlier on bot mining, which is very interesting. I was trying to down tree. Oh man. But yeah, I was watching some of that stuff. It's really interesting. Personally, I still don't think I would ever get into it. It just sounds like a issue. Do you do any kind of bot mining, or not bot mining, but like botting in general, Callie? Are you on any of those platforms that do that, where you can kind of play with the price points, your ins and outs? I personally know of like a handful of people that have done it, but I have not. I've just looked at it because I know, isn't it KuCoin? KuCoin has it built into it where you can do it for free. I think it's KuCoin. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's another one. No, I think it is KuCoin. Let me look. Is it? No, you don't do it? Okay, good. Yeah, I think, like, ethically, I think it's just wrong. But, I mean, whatever. People are going to do what they're going to do. But yeah, I mean, I feel at this point that the situation happening right now with all the projects that are coming up. I mean, remember what we were at yesterday? It was like 89 or so, 10,889. Well, now we're at 10,898. Or it was like 94 or something like that. Like, there's just too many projects being going up every single day. It's crazy. It just kind of blows my mind that we're in this space where there's just too many. There's way too many. Let's focus on the first like 100, top 100, and then from there we can work our way out, you know. Oh, I've never even played that, so I don't even know what that is, Rob. Is that like like a app, like a game app on your phone? Or is it like a game on the PC or something? Wait, Clash of Clans. I saw one ad for a game that was like Clash of Titans or something. Something like crap like that. I did look into the website of the games that you could play for mining and getting crypto. I was looking at it, the whole play to earn thing. Um, I will say this. I would say be very careful with these because if you're adding your wallet to these, um, you don't know what kind of like they have those bots, you know, that can go if you even just add your wallet and they can like siphon out with certain tokens. They can siphon out crypto from your wallet. So would I trust any of these? Probably not. Like, Home Dude said he was playing the Blancos block party. I don't think I would touch that. Um, yeah, I wouldn't trust any of these. I mean, they're just games, right? And some of these are PC games, so what kind of malware are they installing on your computer? That's just seems very, very dangerous. Yeah, well, you should. I mean, that's the smartest thing to do, right? But yeah, this whole site kind of screams to me, be careful. That's not the brightest situation to be in if you do get taken advantage of. You can only blame yourself, right? Sorry, I'm just going through and looking at my different projects, coins and tokens and whatnot. Yeah. Crazy. But yeah, it's very important to keep your, obviously don't ever give anybody your seed phrase. Don't ever do that. Ever, 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 ever. 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 Also, keep it on, so what I've seen some people do that have, massive wallets, right, that have, crazy amounts of money in it, worth of crypto, they'll get pieces of steel, and they'll etch in the seed phrase in the steel, so that if there was a fire, that any documents didn't, if you wrote down a piece of paper, it's going to burn, right? If there was a fire, and even if it didn't burn, the water damage alone would destroy it, right? So you got to think really smart, because you lose that seed phrase, you might lose your crypto, and that's very important that you don't do that. Keep different copies of it in specifically safe locations, right? You just gotta pay attention to that kind of stuff. Don't ever save it on your phone, because if someone jacks or hijacks your phone, and they can get in there, and it says usually when you make up these accounts, do not take a screenshot of this, right? Yeah, I mean, I think always a physical holding of that information is going to be better than anything, right? Also, two-factor authentication on everything. You know, you always want to have the two-factor authentication on. Hell, if you can, three-factor, right? Email, cell phone, authenticator apps, you name it. Because you don't just want the authenticator app, and if someone steals your phone, they have access to your phone. Guess what? They can get all your stuff because they have the authenticator app right there on your phone. I have two phones. So the majority of my authentication stuff is on this phone. This is the phone I do not carry with me. And then I have my phone. So I'm really smart about it. I don't take most of my crypto stuff out and about with me. So if somebody knew me and they saw me on the street, they're like, "Oh, you're that crypto guy. Give me your phone." Good luck. You're not getting shit from me. So, because all I gotta do is delete it, and that's it. Done. Safe, safe, safe. But yeah, just gotta be smart with that stuff, right? Speaking of, I need to plug this bad boy in. It's about to die. But yeah, security is key with crypto. I mean, that's the whole point of it, right? Is having that secure, decentralized place to keep this new digital asset that is going to be your bank. You always want to keep your money in a bank that's secure, right? So it's the same thing. Yeah, you could do that. You just got to understand, criminals are pretty smart, right? So you want to have multiple means. But I do agree with, having that type of thing. I know people do playlists. They'll do highlighting of letters in books. Like I've heard of all kinds of crazy stuff that people are doing. Um, People will hide it in like stuffed animals, toys, like all kinds of things. So it's just whatever works for you, but just make sure you always do it, and be careful who you give your wallet address out to. Like if I'm ever gonna receive anything, it's gonna be on a wallet that I really don't keep a lot of stuff on because I normally transfer a lot of my stuff off of my main exchanges to other wallets, just to keep it safe. So people will see like transfers, but they won't see what I actually have in there at the time, and that's more of a safety thing for me. I'm gonna stand up real quick and I'm gonna grab some water. I'm gonna turn the music up just a hair a bit more so you can actually hear it, and I'm gonna turn my fan off, and we'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, it does. It's the gas fees, right, to transfer funds back and forth always. All right. Sorry, I just need to get something. I was thirsty. Yeah, anytime you transfer, you're gonna occur accrue, like that transfer fee for sure. That's just how it works. And depending on what tokens or coins you're transferring, the fees, differ, and what exchanges you're transferring from. You know, like all the coins that I make from staking on Crypto.com, I transfer over to Coinbase because it's easier for me to pay or donate from Coinbase with Doge than Crypto.com because they charge such a high fee. Yeah, like right now, if I was to transfer, a couple hundred Dogecoin from Crypto.com, it's going to cost me 50 Dogecoin. Whether it's 100 Dogecoin or 600 Dogecoin, it's going to cost me 50. So yeah, they gotta get their fees in order. Their fees are ridiculous. That's why they're able to make so much money right now. Hopefully they'll lower them soon. But yeah, just one of those things. Yeah. Oh, trust me, they know about it too. So they're willfully not changing it right now. But they're also signing massive deals, with like UFC and stuff like that. Crypto.com's doing some big things, so I just say give them some time, Their fees are ridiculous, but I will say that they still do have a pretty cool platform that I like. I just say, like, if you're going to be on it for long term, just know that you're going to accrue fees. You're just to buy crypto, to sell crypto, obviously. As all the exchanges do. I don't know if theirs are higher, but they're definitely pretty high. I know that as soon as some of my Doge comes out, I'm putting it on Gemini, and I'm going for that 7.4 staking. Kidding me? That's a no-brainer right there. ASAP, doing that real quick. Yeah. Well, it's like when you first sign up, you have like that price is waived for the first 30 days, and that's when you make like a lot of your good purchases, and then you can just kind of keep it there, right? That's what I usually tell people to do. After that 30 days is when you start, you know, you're going to get charged more to purchase crypto on there. But yeah, not a big deal. All exchanges charge you some sort of fee. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at with all that situation. We'll move back over to this. I was going to kind of look through some of the news. Refresh, see if there's anything new. So Bitcoin miners secure nuclear deals, shape-shifting, airdrop plus more news. What? That's interesting. Huh. I mean, Coinbase has good ones for like ETH. It seems like Gemini has good ones for certain. I mean, Crypto.com has good ones for certain too, right? But I mean, it's just, I don't know all of them, to be honest with you. I believe that, I think CoinGecko does too. Let me look. I haven't done a crazy amount with CoinGecko. Maybe they don't. Doesn't seem like they do. I think Kraken might. I don't know. I really only do my staking right now on Crypto.com. But we'll have to look into that. That's a good question, and I would like to have a list of what exchanges do offer good staking deals. That's actually a really good question. Yeah, I agree. I completely agree with you. I think getting 7.4% of your Dogecoin back is a pretty damn good deal, though, if you ask me. And, I mean, Gemini is pretty well-known exchange. They've been around. So let's see, what else do we got here? I think we already read that one. No, maybe not. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, that's true. If you do have it staked where it's not in a flexible staking situation, yeah, it's kind of safe. But if you think about it, it's also technically not in your possession either anymore, right? So if something happened to that exchange and it got compromised, how much are you covered, right? You want to know that stuff. So this is a South Korean commercial bank. Yeah, it just looks like information is going to be negative. Turning altcoins turn bearish. Yep, we can see that sort of kind of. Yeah, it's at the $2,000 level. It's talking about ADA, LTC, Doge, XRP. I think this is overall in general of the year. Yeah, I agree with that. I just don't like to spend like a lot of time on these. I just want to kind of look through and see if there's anything that's like worthwhile here. Utilize AI to predict digital market strategies. It's stupid, but sure. Way up to, yeah, screw that. inflation soars in the U.S. Very healthy. Crypto security more. Yes, this is very true. If you guys do live in the U.S., I think you've heard about it now. That's why the stock markets are kind of doing some shady things right now. Inflation is going high, very high right now. We're up 0.6% just in the last couple months. It's not good. But that's what's going to make crypto come into people's lives, where they're going to go, well, we need an alternative to fiat, because fiat's just not working for us right now. You know, when the dollar is losing its value, I think right now it was at like 90 cents to the dollar is what the US dollar is worth right now, is around 90 cents. Probably now about 89. That's not good. You guys realize that, right? That's not good. But what is good is we have crypto, and that we're early investors into crypto, and that we understand crypto for the most part, right? That we are at least taking the time to learn about what crypto can do for us, right? I think it's very important that we're on that step in that direction. The market is going back up right now. Bitcoin is going back up. It's up 1.67%. We had a little bit more of a spike happening. Little guy right there. Not too big, but it is affecting the market in general. Always. We're still a little bit below the 20-cent mark on Doge on my platform. It is at 20.02. So AMP is still at 0.4966, so it's almost back to 5 cents. Yeah, I mean, we're just, like I said, I have a feeling that we're just going to kind of cruise between this like 34,000, 32,000 mark. I think that's what they're trying to do, is just keep it right in that range so it doesn't go up too high. Oh, I know AMC is down. I've been looking at it, trust me. I know it went down, back down to, yeah, it's at 33.43 right now. 32.55 on the after hours. That's all right. They're going to try to do what they're going to do. They're going to fail miserably. They're shorting the shit out of it, and it's not going to work. People are holding. Once the margin calls come in, it's game over, and that's still a couple weeks away. Game over. They will not be able to stop the flood. And then all the people jumping on as it rises really quick, it's going to be insane, right? I did put out some more merch too. We can go to the merch store. I'm working on some new stuff. Oops, that is not what I want to do. But I'm putting together basically everything that we have, and these are unisex, but they're kind of a little bit more male centric. So I'm going to be doubling up everything in the female t-shirts. So yeah, going in that direction. Because the female t-shirts have a little bit more of a, you know, for the boobs and like the waist. Is the unisex ones. So I'm just going to double up on all that. So everything you see in the male shirts are going to be in the female shirts too. Same with the tank tops that I'm putting together. So yeah, I've been working on all that stuff in my free time. So that's happening. Well, it's all good. All good. I'm thinking today that I'm not gonna do like a super long stream. I got a lot of stuff I gotta do, and I want to get it done today, and then we're gonna be streaming tomorrow. But So far, I think these times are they're working out pretty good, going back and forth. I am going to be doing a space later tonight. Yeah, so I think it'll be good. That's pretty much where I'm at. But I didn't really want to. Yeah. I mean, I've been going for an hour. There's not a crazy amount to talk about. Like, granted, yes, it's awesome that the market's going back up a little bit. But I really don't have a crazy amount to talk about. If anything, what I could do is shut down the crypto side of the stream and then maybe stream a video game or something. If people want to hang out for that, they can. They don't have to. Because once I put my laundry in, I pretty much got like an hour and a half to kill. There's people here. They're just being quiet, and that's fine. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna play some Enlisted. Super fun game. Has a lot of cool stuff to it. So we'll do that. And I'll just make it so it doesn't upload to YouTube or anything. Yeah, that's pretty much where that is. Okay, well, I'm gonna let you get to bed, Plaza, because you need your rest. There was a movie that Bree wanted me to have you watch that I've watched. I'll get you the information for that. Oh, you're fine, Rob. It's all good, man. I appreciate you being here. All good. But I will go back live. It's just going to be dicking around playing some games. It's not going to be really any crypto stuff. So. And it's just going to be on Twitch. The YouTube of it will be disconnected. So. That's what's going to happen. Yep, no problem. I'll get that information for you. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna shut down, do a couple things, and then I will start to stream back up, playing some Enlisted. And yeah, that's where we'll be at. Okay. So I'll be back in a little bit. So I hope you guys all have. If you come back, you come back, right? But I hope you have a good afternoon, evening, morning, wherever it is you're from. And yeah, I'll be back in a little bit. All right, so